because the Warriors currently are not a playoff team. They finished 10th this season. They're currently getting worse, and their only avenue to getting better right now is if Jonathan Kuminga all of a sudden explodes into a genuine all-star that averages 25 points per game next season. That is the Warriors' only hope right now. And I've said all along that you cannot pin your hopes on a 21-year-old Jonathan Kuminga who has got very little playoff experience to no playoff experience, essentially, who's still an incredibly young player, raw. We know he's got so much talent. His second half of the season was fantastic. No doubt about that. And that's why I hope the Warriors still don't give up Jonathan Kuminga. But what they needed to do this offseason was to go and get a second star to hopefully still have JK as your third guy and lessen your room for error a little bit, where you've got some upside. Like, if you could have gone and traded for Paul George and kept Kuminga, all of a sudden you got Curry, George, Kuminga, Draymond. There's a pathway there to be a good team. Now, the only pathway to being a good team is solely reliant, essentially, on JK exploding into a player he's capable of being, but whether he can be that player by the start of next season is probably unexpected. And there is going to be a weight on Jonathan Kuminga now, where all this pressure is going to go on him because he's got to be the savior, essentially. He's got to be the savior. And we should not be viewing Jonathan Kuminga as such. We should be viewing him as a talented young player who we hope can further break out and become that player, but we shouldn't be pinning the hopes to it when we've still got a 36-year-old Steph Curry. We should not be doing that. And I feel sorry in preparation. I feel sorry for JK, because if he doesn't develop into that player and the Warriors remain not just out of the playoffs, but there's a chance they're a genuine 12th, 13th in the West at this point. If things don't, something doesn't happen here in the next 24, 48 hours that, again, as I said, is a shock move that somehow, makes them significantly better. Not just looking at being a non-playoff team, looking at being one of the worst teams in the West.